Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, all right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, so we're gonna look at my top price for Bitcoin BTC in 2024. All right. Now we know that Bitcoin had just rallied and we had a nice little rally there into the ETFs. And tell you the truth, I'm looking back at it now, and wasn't really the ETFs that made the thing rally. It was the easy money that came in from the Feds because of the war that was going on in the Middle East. I mean, look at the timing here. I mean, well, actually, I mean, what was this? I think it was when did that war break out? That was October, wasn't it? I think it was October. October, November was when the Middle East war started there. End of it was like the end, yeah, right in the middle end of October, I think, into November. So and that's when it really started. But yeah, I think the ETFs did play a part because the ETF companies were buying Bitcoin, so that did help out. But I think this really push up here was more of the war and the easy money that was coming in from the war as well. I think I'm gonna give it 50% war and 50% the ETFs. Okay, because we had moments there where the ETFs were being talked about, and the markets weren't even doing nothing. I mean, they were just stagnant, right? And matter of fact, we were like, why all coins are not doing anything? And the ETFs are like, ETFs this week, ETF, and the altcoins are like, who cares? You know what I mean? So I think a lot of it when we really got going there, I think a lot of it was the war in the Middle East. You know what I mean? And the easy money that was coming in, and the Fed saying that they were done with rate hikes, and they were going to actually do 3 rate cuts next year in 2024. I think that's what really got the markets going crazy there. We're gonna see that again. We're gonna see it again. I mean, look at the chart. If the chart holds here, we'll be okay. Now, of course, if the charts come all the way back here to that 31, 30, that 28, literally, let's see, that's 28, yep, 28 to 32 is what a lot of people are calling for, that this big range right here. 28 to 32 is a safe zone. There's a lot of support there. We're looking at that spot for Bitcoin. If Grayscale and Sam Bankman-Fried continues to dump, we're looking at that 28 to 32,000 price because that's where all the support's at, right? So of course we would love it to stop right now and them to stop and say that they're done until the summer, I guess. You know what I mean? And if they're done, then we're gonna go back up, and we're gonna go back up really fast. And I think it was gonna be fun, right? But if they're not done, then we're going lower, right? But you see Bitcoin over the year, it's up 73%. That's really good. Man, this was a great buy here at 20,000. Even better buy at 15,000 for some of you guys that got in there at Michael Saylor and others that loaded up at 15,000. Carl from the Moon and Da Vinci and everybody that was loading up at 15,000, 16,000. That was I'm pretty sure they're still riding that up to the top right now, and they're going to continue to ride that into 100,000 Bitcoin. Um, okay, so you can see Bitcoin's volume is 29 billion. Okay, and then you got 784 billion market. We're almost at a trillion for Bitcoin, right? So almost at a trillion there, and I think that's if we can cap out at a trillion, then could it go higher than a trillion? Of course, it can go higher than a trillion. Right? You know what I mean? But it did cap off there. I think at a trillion there. I think maybe we went higher than a trillion. I don't know. We went to 68,000. I'm not sure if that's a trillion. Did we go right at a trillion, or did we go a little bit higher? I think we broke a trillion and went a little bit higher than it, and we peaked out. Matter of fact, we can just tell right now. So let's go to here, to all, and let's see how high Bitcoin was. 1 point. Okay, we did. Wow. 1.26 trillion. So rounded off to 1.3 trillion was the peak there for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has no problems getting over a trillion. Look at that. We got over here, and we come back and went right through it. And it didn't hold as support here though. I mean, we went right through that thing. So, and now we tried to get back up there and we failed, right? So, and now the next leg up is back to a trillion, right? So, you can see here that we went up, and then we really went up, right? And so that was a lot of that was a war. This was the drop there, and then the war came with ETF and the war really just sparked this thing to the upside, and we got close to a trillion, and we pulled back. So now what we want to do is we want to stop here. We want to stop at the either between this 500 to this 700 where we are right now, 750 to 500 and 600,000 basically. So 600,000 to 750. We need that's the sweet spot. We need to stop right there. The higher we stop, the better, right? The more stronger we are. So if Bitcoin stops here at 700 or 750, where we are right now, at 780, if we stop here, then we're really strong, and we're gonna take another move. We're gonna challenge this 1 trillion very soon. Okay. So if all we gotta do is watch Grayscale and Sam Bankman-Fried. If they say that they're done, we're about to explode, right? So we're gonna chop away a little bit, sideways action, and then we're gonna explode again. We're gonna go up. People are gonna come in. Institutions are gonna come in and buy up like crazy, right? Especially down here at 40 when they know it's going up a lot higher, and it's gonna go back and break. It's gonna go up to that 1 trillion again. So. All right, so that's what's going on with Bitcoin, guys and girls. Let's see the month. We're down 8%, almost 9% a month, 7% last 7 days, and then today we're actually back in the green now. So bad day, but we're back in the green. So Bitcoin's back in the green. You can't, one time you blink, and then every time next time it's skyrocketing again. But we haven't closed above that 40,000. We're trying to. Right, we're trying to close over that 40,000. I think did we get rejected? Yeah, we got rejected a little bit there. Okay, so we're trying to close over that 40,000, and looks like we got rejected a little bit there. We did go over it for a second, then we come back down. So let's see if we can close the candle. I'm not sure if the candle is already closed. The candle should be already closed at 8 o'clock here as I'm doing this video. It's 12 a.m. and is it 12 a.m. or is it just like 1 a.m. in UK? So I mean 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. as I'm doing this video. So I'm not sure when you guys are gonna see it, but hopefully very soon after I record it. Um, but yeah, it's early morning in Dubai, right? So Dubai is early morning. So yeah, so the next day is already started. January 24th. So we didn't close above. I don't know if we closed above 40,000 on that candle. I don't know. It says 23rd, 40,000, but I don't know if we actually closed at 40,000 on that candle. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at trading views to figure it out. Okay, so anyways, this is what it is. We're back underneath 40,000 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And over the night as Americans are sleeping, this thing could dump again if Grayscale Grayscale moves more money into Coinbase to dump it all, right? So anyways, what's the price? What's the top price for 2024 that I think Bitcoin can get to? I'm gonna say Bitcoin can get to what was the max price? 68,000 is what we hit last time. Yeah, okay, so 68,000. I think we can get man top price of Bitcoin. You would think 100,000 would be reasonable, right? If something tells me we're not going to hit 100 for some reason. Why do I keep thinking we're not going to hit 100,000? So I don't know. I'm not sure why because everybody wants 100,000, and so as long as Sam Bankman-Fried and Grayscale and the U.S. government have all this Bitcoin to dump on us every 6 months or every 4 months, every quarter, then they're not going to let it get to 100,000. That's why, right? As long as Gary Gensler's the SEC, he's going to try to figure out any way possible to not let us get to 100,000, not to let retail win. So because of that. I'm going to deduct some points off of Bitcoin, and I'm going to say Bitcoin is going to hit somewhere between. I'm not going to say somewhere. I got to give a top price. Top price 80,000. I'm going to say 80,000 this year. That's a disappointment. because I really want Bitcoin to go 100,000 plus this year. I just don't think it's gonna. I don't think they're gonna allow it to happen. Um, but who are we, right? So who are, maybe they do, But I'm gonna go off of what I've seen so far, and what I've seen so far is that they're gonna do anything they can to control, manipulate, and keep Bitcoin down. So I'm gonna say Bitcoin's gonna hit 80,000 by the summer of this year, and then or by spring of this year, and then pull back significantly, back down again, and then try to recover at the end of the year again, and as we head into 2025, and then 2025, Bitcoin, hopefully we're over 100. Can you imagine if Bitcoin doesn't go over 100,000 in this bull cycle? Oh my God, that would be awful, right? So I mean, that would be awful. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's hope 80,000 this year, and then let's hope for 250,000 in 2020 and 2025. You know, that would be a great bull cycle, right? 80,000 this year, which means we just double from here, right? We're only gonna get a double this year, and that's okay, right? That's pretty. We had a double last year until we fell a little bit here, so we had a double last year. We double again this year, and then we double 80,000 to 60, 80,000 to 160, 160. Yeah, we double, maybe double and a half next year as we peak out in the bull cycle. That's a great bull cycle, right? If Bitcoin can get to 250, that's a great bull cycle, right? So that's a really good bull cycle there. Um, yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. I don't know if I'm right or wrong on that. I know some of you guys are like, yeah, man, Bitcoin's going to 200,000 this year. Bitcoin's going to go to 150 this year or 100,000 this year. But I'm going to say 80,000. I'm gonna say Bitcoin hits 80,000 this year. That means it's gonna double from here. So don't look for Bitcoin to do, too much. It's gonna double. I think it's gonna double in price this year, and maybe that's about it for this year. And then next year, I think if we climax in the bull cycle, we can probably hit 250. All right, so you know what I mean. I think the altcoins are gonna. I think more of the meme coins and altcoins are gonna shine this year because a lot of them have been stagnant for 2 to 3 plus years, and they're gonna shine more and they'll overshine Bitcoin this year, in my opinion, because of a lot of the money's in the ETF, so they're going to keep Bitcoin kind of stable, and they're going to be able to control it a lot more now that the ETFs are here. So I think Bitcoin is stabilized this year, and a lot of the other coins, come off of being attached to Bitcoin. And they go and do their own thing. They start doing their own thing and having their own programs and their own ups and downs, and they don't attach with Bitcoin this year. I think the cycle of Bitcoin leading the way and doing all these things, and all the coins go up and down. Bitcoin is over. I think by the time we hit the summertime, I think Bitcoin's going to do its own thing. Ethereum will be doing its own thing. SHIB is going to do its own thing, and I think we're going to have a break in the system, right? So everything's going to do their own thing again, and no longer copying each other, because that's all programming and manipulation when everything's doing the same thing, right? So they shouldn't do the same thing because every community is different. Everybody's different. Everybody's trades different. So how in the world can a whole bunch of people, 9 billion people in the world, think the same way? That's impossible. But you see the charts, everybody's doing the exact same thing, and that's just impossible. It doesn't chart. Free markets don't work that way. And we saw what free markets look like back in 15, 16, 17, when the crypto markets were just going completely nuts and crazy because everybody has different ideas, different plans, different goals, and different buy zones and sell zones. And so you saw the market very volatile because that's free markets. That's how free markets look like. And so when they say they don't like volatilities because they don't like free markets. They like controlled markets, right? So that's why we don't see everything's doing the exact same thing and going 2% each. They can't go any higher than 2%, and everything's following along with Bitcoins. That's controlled, right? That's what they want. They want everything controlled, including human beings, right? And animals as well, right? So I think that ends this year. I think either this year or next year that ends, and things just go on their own and do their own thing, including silver, right? Including gold and silver. They're gonna start doing their own things as well. Things that they had under control will no longer be controlled in this year. It's time for the release. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Bitcoin 2024 top price $80,000. Let's get it done, and that's good. That would be 100% move from here. Peace. Bye.